Welcome back to Love from a Leo. My name is Tay, otherwise known as Love from a Leo, and today is your reading for August. Just an update. I had the baby on June 30th of this year, obviously. So things have been kind of hectic, and I just needed to, I'm still adjusting with my baby and everything. So that's why the videos haven't been coming out consistently, but they will be back to being on the regular schedule or some form of a schedule very soon. I'm just getting everything together, but I still will be doing these uploads as well as other videos. I'm also going to be still doing my private personalized readings, so if you would like one, then email me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com. All right, so for time's sake, I've already pulled for your month, and I'll use these cards also to go deeper into the reading. The situation that was happening in your past is the Knight of Cups. Okay, so the romance and the fun of a certain situation has left the building. The way that you experience joy may not be in the question at this point, okay? So this could be a water sign, but not necessarily. But for some of you, it could be saying that you're going through this certain situation. Who is this situation involving? Okay, so we got the Three of Pentacles. So that could be a Capricorn or any earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo. I think whatever you do to have fun, whatever costs money, you're having some type of situation change in that. Whether it's good or bad, it depends on, who you are and all of that good stuff. Three of Wands. So I think moving for some of you is like something you've been wanting to do, and maybe it hasn't been happening the way that you see fit. Something with moving on to the next phase in your life, whether that be domestically, spiritually, physically, emotionally. There's a next level that you're supposed to take or you want it to take, and I think something is happening in that area of your life. But it might make you uncomfortable during this path. But with Eight of Cups coming up, I do think that this is something that you need to go through, or it's more beneficial for you to go through because it's rare. And so with the rare situations mean that there's going to be rare blessings that come with it, or at least lessons that you're able to learn, but it is going to make you uncomfortable. This could be dealing with a Scorpio, or this could be signifying the end to something. Again, dealing with the happiness of some, or the silliness, I feel like it's a better word, in a certain situation. Like maybe things are becoming more serious for you. Things are moving ahead. You're moving forward towards something different, something new. Six of Swords is a very good card if you've been wanting to move on to something different in your life, or if you are experiencing a big change in your life. This is what this is saying, and it's saying you're moving towards a new shore. And most of the time, this is something good for you. So it can kind of feel like you've been going through a lot, but you've learned what you needed to learn, and you're moving forward with that knowledge. Also, I wanted to let you know that throughout your August, you will be experiencing passion in multiple different ways, whether that's arguing, fighting, love, competitive spirit, which doesn't have to be a bad thing. So just be aware of that. There's going to be a lot of passion-fueled discussions, situations, whatever the case may be. It's probably going to be dealing with your inner self, your what you want and what you want to do, your desire, passion. Okay, so now what you're dealing with in August, form of choices being present. Now there's lots of choices, and this could be something as small as just you have to make a decision in August that may or may not impact your future. This also could mean that you are in a big self-transformational state, and you're choosing which path is yours. What do you want out of life? This is usually a very deep card, but because this is a general reading, I am thinking it's just something in the near future you're probably going to have to make a decision on. But for those of you who are watching this from a different soul perspective, I do think this is saying that you're going to have to choose what path that you want to take. It doesn't mean that you can't ever change that path, obviously, but I do think this path is going to kind of teach you what you want out of life. What do you desire? Where do you stand right now in life? So be very cautious of that. We have 10 of Cups. So yeah, so for a lot of you, you're going to be choosing something for your happiness, to have the ending that you see fit. And so for a lot of people, this can mean that you're making decisions so that you can have a more structured family, or to start a family, build a family, renew the emotions in a family. This is like everything is good. Everything is how you want it. So I do think this is saying in August, your choice is going to be something that deals around what means happiness for you. Like you're choosing your path, you're choosing your destiny. And that's a powerful position to be in, but you do have to realize that comes with lots of thinking, planning, are you ready for what you think you're ready for? Basically self-checking in, like checking in with yourself to make sure that you're making smart and wise decisions in your August. Because they will impact you. Now, with the Tower card, I do think something has already happened or something will happen that you have no control over. But the good thing that I think about this card, there's two things. One, because this card is in reverse, I do believe that you didn't necessarily have anything to do with the situation that causes the Tower moment, but you are dealing with the aftermath. So I guess on a conscious level, you don't have to feel as guilty about something happening. There will be new things brought into the picture because everything seems as though it has been destroyed or something ends and you have to start over. This is like, okay, now I get to basically choose what I want to do because things have fallen apart, so I have a clean slate. So that's probably the best way that I would describe this. Like, there's a clean slate coming in your August because you're making decisions based on what you see fit for your destiny, and I think that's really powerful. With the High Priestess here, you in your gut, you already knew that this was coming your way, but you probably didn't expect how it comes. It definitely could be involving a love situation, a relationship, or some sort of romance that you have, and I think you know what this is. This is a very, like, I feel like Cancers are going to be feeling very intuitive this month. I think you're going to be very self-aware because there's a lot of signs that are saying, okay, you make the decision, you know what's coming. The ball is in your court. It's like that type of energy. So this could be, make it or break it time for some of you. In August, I do think this is going to be a very competitive, passionate type of month where things are going to be done because you want them to be done. I am assuming that this is going to be your advice for action, how you should take action this month is to take on more than you think you're capable of, because you are capable of it. Can I handle this? I have too much on my plate. Do I need to put something down? Do I need to slow down? Am I making the right decisions? With it being in reverse, you can definitely do this, but you have to kind of get yourself mentally able to carry the load of whatever it may be in your situation. And again, I think you know exactly what this is about. As a Cancer, I think you're just feeling the vibes very heavily this season, this month, and you're gonna know when the time comes, okay, I already knew this was coming, I just didn't know how I was going to approach it, or I didn't know how I was gonna have to approach the situation. Because of everything that's going on, you definitely have what it takes to get through it. I'm seeing like warrior spirits, the color red, just very like passionate, like go-getter type of a fire, I guess. Yeah, a fire. But it's the start of a fire. It's not quite ablaze yet, but I think that's gonna come definitely. All right, so I'm gonna see who's involved with the possible relationship that this is in regards to. Queen of Cups, so that's fixed water, so that's Scorpio, maybe in the mix. Person who is a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, maybe even Venus, I would say. Then Prince of Wands, so this is Sagittarius. Okay, so it could be a Scorpio or a Sagittarius that you're dealing with, but it could also be any other type of sign because this person could just have these type of characteristics. Going towards the future, so this is the part where I basically show you what situation you may be dealing with in the future, so September. So the situation is dealing with the Five of Swords, so there's definitely something that needs to be addressed. This could be done verbally by communicating because we do have the swords here, which is air, and so you basically would need to communicate. Now this could also mean that whatever you choose to discuss, whether it's in an argument, through text, physically with the person, mentally, playing, mental games or something. There's something that needs to be discussed, and someone's going to have to be the bigger person, but this also means someone is, not the winner, so to speak. So however you envision winning a certain situation, you may have to just let it go in a certain discussion, or you could be the person who doesn't let go and they follow what they feel. But depending on how you react to certain things, that could be a good or a bad thing. So it's really up to you to decide how you're going to deal with something accordingly. Usually with the Five of Swords, I would say there is no winner or a loser. It's more about the lesson that was being taught throughout whatever you were going through. But at the same time, being humans, we do have a tendency to want to win. And again, with this Mars-like energy that I'm feeling for your August, I think will most likely carry on into your September. You may have a more subdued approach to a certain situation, but just be aware that whatever you're doing now may have an effect on what's coming in your future. It could be involving a Leo, or this could happen at the end of your Leo season, or during, you know, going towards September. I do see the Ace of Wands, so something is going to start. There's something new that's going to start, and because this is the Strength card, this could be, you know, a number of things, whether you're finding a newfound love and strength and passion for someone, whether you found the strength and loyalty in a certain person again, whether you found the strength to start something new and it's taken a lot of courage, but you're like, you know, all about it now. This could just be, you know, anything that's involving a renewal, a start of some type of strength within yourself or within someone else. This could also be saying that there's a new start or a discussion that has to be had with a Leo. Of Swords, though, it seems like someone is hiding something now. Cancer, this could possibly be you. I wasn't necessarily getting the vibe that it is you, but it could be done to you or you're doing it to someone, so be careful of that. Maybe someone's communicating slick, meaning like they're not necessarily saying something up front, they're kind of playing word games, or someone is just all the way hiding something, like physically hiding something, or not telling you something, keeping something from you. And yeah, this is going to be something that could possibly make the home not so happy. Okay, so this could mean a breakup in a marriage. This card symbolizes endings in some type of domestic form and not feeling as one or coming together, maybe a breakup like I was saying. But this is, again, I feel like it's a discussion about this, something to do with lying to someone else, and this causes tension in a household or in a relationship, in a partnership, in a friendship even. Someone who you feel comfortable around, someone that you like to have fun with or go out with or, you know, vibe with. There's probably going to be an awkward discussion that needs to be had because there's been some sneakiness going on. What signs could this person be? We got Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is Sagittarius in this deck, so this could be dealing with that Sagittarius. This is the second time that we've had Sagittarius pop up in this reading, so definitely go check them out. Maybe their last month reading, or also you may just want to ask the Sagittarius is anything up, you know, nip it in the bud. Okay, that seems to be it for this reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that everything goes as you want them to, or ends up in the way that you wanted it to, for the month of August. My birthday is August 22nd, so let me know how you spent your birthday, because I know you guys just had your birthdays. If you need to contact me, lovefromaleo@gmail.com, or you can add me on Instagram, but email is the quickest way to get to me. I will see you guys in the next video.